Hello and welcome to this practice. Today we will be doing a little bit of core play, okay? So it will be challenging, maybe not, but whatever it is for you, please approach it with a curious, experimental thought process and do not allow this little bit of time we spent together to bring you down or intimidate you in any way. You just do your best and let go of the rest. I will be facing you and I'll also be turning sideways throughout the practice. So I'm going to try to mirror you, meaning I'll be doing my left side but telling you it's the right, or be doing my right side and telling you it's the left. But as I shift side to side, it might not always align perfectly. So don't worry about changing legs, just do your best, okay? If you would like to have some background music with this practice, please feel free to stop the video for a moment, get your soft track, put it on, and meet us back here on the mat. Okay? I've said okay 3 times, so I think we're ready to go. Let us come to child's pose. We'll start with just a little warm up and stretch, and then we'll get moving. So child's pose, the knees are open nice and wide. Big toes touch. Or come towards each other. We'll extend the arms forward here. If you find that sitting back, bottom towards heels, is really challenging for you, as you sit back, couple things you can do. You can take a blanket or pillows and put it behind your knees. You can also take a thicker blanket or pillow and put it right here between your thighs, as well as some yoga blocks, okay? So let us stretch it out. So we'll take a moment here in our child's pose to breathe, to offer ourselves up to this practice, right? What is it that we're working today? We're working the core. And how can our core help us in all areas of our life? The core actually begins at the neck and ends at the knees, the front and back body. So not just your six-pack. It's really all that keeps us safe and strong. So we're going to work both the front of the body as well as the back of the body. Often these muscles are called the erector spinae. They start here and they go down to your tail to the coccyx, okay? So let us really get going here. Enjoy your breath, your stretch. And call in the third chakra, the power, the ability to create heat, tapas, the ability to be determined and overcome any challenge. Let's bring ourselves into all fours. So we're going to bring our palms under our shoulders. If you look at your own body, you have your shoulders stacked over your elbow, over your wrist, 2 palms flat. We're going to spread the hands nice and wide, and the knees will be under the hips, okay? Drop the belly on your inhale, and exhale round the spine. Do that a few times. Inhale, drop. Feel free to close the eyes. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop again. Exhale, round. Let's keep going. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. You're getting nice and warm here. Take one more. And as you exhale, this time round the spine, curl your toes, okay? Lift your knees to a hover. We'll start here. Hover. Zip the belly up. Press the earth away from you. Make sure you're stacked, shoulder, elbow, palms. Engage the core and breathe. Faces soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, downward facing dog. Go for it. Lift your bottom towards the sky. Feel free to bend your knees. No worries if the heels do not touch down. But let's take this stretch. Really enjoy it. Holding on and breathing. We'll find our way to high push-up. So you might need to slide your arms forward a little bit, hopefully not. But we'll find our plank pose. Engage the core. Notice how the shoulders again are stacked right over the palms. Down dog, rise up. Let's do that again. Inhale, come forward. Feel your length. Use your core. Exhale, down dog. Let's add one more tiny bit of work. Inhale, come forward. Lift one leg up. Okay. Knee to elbow or towards elbow. It doesn't have to touch. Bring it back. Engage your core. Other leg up. Knee opposite elbow. Good. Let's take one more set. You can add a little forward and push back if you want. And forward and push back. Returning to the down dog. And then we'll walk the feet to the hands. Slowly fold here, engage the core. Bend the knees as much as you need. If you don't reach the ground, no problem, you can reach the feet. If you don't reach the feet, no problem, reach the shins. If that's still too low, maybe you have blocks, so you can put your hands on your forearms, just above the knees. Tune into the breath. You deserve this. Palms to the thighs above the knees, if that helps, come all the way up. Okay, and from here, we'll take a big breath, reach to the sky. Already feeling strong, awake, and alive. Bring everything to your heart. Let's do that stretch once more. Inhale, big sweep up. Exhale to the heart. All right, so we're going to do a sun salutation to warm up, and we'll move on from here. I'm going to walk to the front of my mat, and if you are at the back of your mat, you might want to do the same. Feel your 2 feet standing firmly rooted, your feet about maybe hip width apart, maybe a little closer. Inhale, sweep out and up, big stretch. Exhale, dive all the way forward, fold into the body. Let's take a breath and lift halfway up. If you don't reach the floor, no problem. You can reach your shins below the knees or the thighs above the knees. We're creating a flat back from the side view and then refold all the way down. Step back to your high push-up. From this space, feel free to drop your knees here, so you can drop the knees down or you can keep them up. We're going to hug the elbows in, come all the way down. Okay, take a moment here. Our first cobra right here. Cobra on the inhale. Bring it back to the floor. I'm going to turn sideways to help. So as we turn here, elbows are hugging in, palms are flat. We're going to do another cobra. Zip the belly. Inhale to lift. Doesn't have to be high. Stretch your feet out. Exhale, release. Now just take a moment and create a little pillow with the hands. Rest on one ear. We're going to begin to add a little bit of core for the back body. We're going to play with locust pose. So our first step in locust is to sweep the arms around and the thumbs are out, pinkies are by the thighs. Our chin will be down towards the floor. You keep the hands on the floor and you keep the feet on the floor. As we inhale, we'll lift the upper body up. Really root the 2 palms into the mat. So that's your first locust. Face is soft. Hold and breathe. Sipping in the air. As you exhale, bring it down. Now we're going to add on to this, but you can always stay here. Next step would be palms up, facing each other or facing the thighs. So we'll inhale to lift. You can keep the feet down, or if it's better for you, softly lift the legs again. You're feeling nice and strong through the front and the back body. Face is soft. Let's breathe here. Nice and full. Big breaths. Exhale, release. Feel free to create a pillow once more. You can shimmy the hips if that feels good for your low back to give it a little release. Now, whenever we continue to move on, you can always go to one of the prior posture variations, okay? So we're going to go on again. For our locust, we're going to add either interlacing the hands behind us, one thumb on top of the other. You can also grab your shirt. If you have a strap, you can grab a strap, or you can return to here or here, okay? So here we go. I'm going to interlace my hands, stretch the arms way back, up and away from the bottom. On the next breath, we're going to lift up. The feet, the chest, the heart, the face is soft. Feel free to back up at any time. Let's breathe for 3. Good. Breathe for 2. And then release. Very nice. Just take a moment to rest. Now I'm going to show you a little bit from the side, a little bit from the front. This stacking of the hands creates another posture variation, and that is crocodile. So we are going to do crocodile. So we'll stack the palms with the elbows wide, put one palm on top of the other, and you're going to glue your forehead to the palms. So I'll show you, and then you can join me. So we'll glue the head, elbows will lift. We're going to inhale here and lift the legs. So here we go. When you're ready, join me. Inhale, lift up, hold, faces soft. Let's breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Come all the way down. Please push back to child's pose. Open the knees wide. Let your big toes touch. Release any work that you've just asked your low back to do. Mid back, upper back, all working to keep you healthy and strong. From this child's pose, we're going to take one swan. So our palms are nice and wide. We're going to bring our hips forward and lift our feet. Our feet will keep rising up as our chest lifts, hips drop, heart lifts here, and then release. And now we'll take the feet out in front of us. Okay. Some fun stuff here, right? There's so much core we can do. That's really great. We're just going to play with a few things. So let us come onto our back now. And we'll bring the feet. So if you notice, the body wants to do this, but bring your legs here. So you create a straight line. We're going to flex the feet. Now you can stay right here, but the first exercise we're going to do is actually pressing palms against thighs and thighs against palms. So we're going to resist each other. So here we go. Keep your upper back, head, neck, and shoulders on the mat. Engage your core. Push your hands into your thighs and push your thighs right back. Good. Now hold that. Keep pushing. Your muscles should be working. Hold for 3. Keep pushing. 2 and 1. Release. That should feel a little restful as you come out of that. Let your feet just drop for a moment. Take a second to breathe. Fill your low belly. Fill your mid belly and chest. Fill your throat. Let it all go. Okay, let us add on to this, okay? We are going to take crow on our back. So crow is generally an arm balance. If our palms were here and we're upside down or right side up, actually, we would be touching the mat, spreading our hands nice and wide like this, really strong. So we're going to press the palms to the sky. We're going to bring the knees up to the armpits. So if you've ever done Happy Baby is like this, feet to sky, knees towards armpits. Similar shape, but we're pushing the hands way to the sky. We're going to bring the knees as high up under the armpits as we can. And then we're going to squeeze the knees in like that. Squeeze in, and we're going to lift our upper back, upper chest, shoulders, neck, head, okay? Are you ready? Press your palms firm as if you're touching the ceiling right now. Your feet are strongly awakened. Your knees are squeezing your upper arms. And here we go. Head, neck, and shoulders lift up. 5 counts. Go. Hold it. Breathe. Yes. Breathe for 5. Squeeze your belly, not your face. 4, 3, 2, and rest. You can give the knees a hug. That should feel good. Nice work. Really take a moment to slow down. You might feel your heart rate increasing. Okay, so now we're going to bring our hands underneath our bottom, legs to sky. Again, one of the things that's really common is the legs are going to come back here, but that is where momentum gets involved. We want to work with muscle. So we're going to bring the legs straight up. We're going to flex the toes. On our inhale, we're going to lower the legs as far down as we comfortably can without hurting the back. So let's lower slowly. That's our inhale. And then we'll point the toes and bring them back up. Exhale. Now, if you need to do one leg at a time, do that. Flex the toes. Inhale, lower. You've got it. Exhale, point. Bring them up. Flex on your inhale. Lower slowly. Feel the length and extension you create. Point. Exhale, up. Good. Keep going. Flex. Inhale, lower. Point. Exhale, up. Yes. Flex and lower. Point. Bring it up. One more time. Flex. Lower. Point. Up. Perfect. Remove the arms from out from underneath you. Okay? We're going to take one leg to a hover. If it's better for you, you can bring the leg all the way to the ground. But let's hover that leg and bring the other hands to the back of the calf or the back of the thigh. The elbows are soft. We're going to lift our head, neck, and shoulders up. We're going to hold, but there's no strain on the neck. Feel the two legs lengthening. Here's your inhale. Exhale, switch. We'll just do 4 rounds, okay? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. This is 3. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Now, lower the body, keep the legs up, but bend the knees and recreate that tabletop. So remember, if your knees come close, push them away so you have a straight line here. It's a little harder when we do it this way. We're going to interlace the hands, place them behind the head. We're almost there. You're doing so good. So like bicycles, but a little bit harder. Let's extend the leg. That's one leg extends, one leg stays as it is. We'll lift up and we'll twist. Now, did you notice how my knee came forward? Bring it back out. Here's our exhale. Inhale, return center. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, return center. Exhale, switch. Let's go. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. One more round. Exhale, switch. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Release to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Excellent work. Now, I feel like it just would not be complete if we didn't do a couple of planks. So let us rock up to a seat. We'll take both a forearm plank and a regular plank. When you do your forearm plank, you want to look at a couple of things. Number 1, the elbows are going to be like a number 11 and not turned out. So check in, because this is the basis for a few arm balances and stronger poses. So you want to create a really good, strong base. And if you're not sure, if you have a yoga block at home, take your yoga block between your arms and you'll squeeze it. And if your elbows go out, you know you need to squeeze that yoga block. It's just the right width, okay? That when it's lengthwise, horizontal. So let us first find a regular plank with our palms flat. So the side view is going to look kind of like a door. We're going to be nice and straight here. A little puffed up in the upper body. We don't want this, right? We want this. If you need to drop your knees, not a problem. You're here, shoulders are retracted down, core is engaged, so that anytime we do work, anything, chaturangas, we're hugging elbows in, triceps really get a workout, okay? So the front view, I'll do it with you. We're going to find a high plank, palms firm and flat. Stretch the legs out or drop your knees, okay? Hold your plank, pull your shoulders back. So if they're up by the ears, pull them back away. We're going to bring one knee to one shoulder. You choose sides. Hug in, release. Good. Hug in, release. Let's do that again. Hug in, release. Last time. Hug in, release. Come to your forearms. Drop one, drop the other. Soften your face. You can do it. Breathe right here. Press through your heels. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. We're really pressing through the heels here. Push. Now drop heels to one side. Yes. Back to center and to the other. Back to center. Child's pose. Really, really nice work. You might feel your heart rate has increased just a little. Enjoy that feeling of being fully alive. Let's walk the hands into the knees once more. Help yourself up. We'll spin the feet around to the other side and holding the thighs. Our last bit of work before we rest. So if you need to at any time, come right here. Perfect. You can also do the same pose with your heels lifted, toes touching, okay? The next place would be feet up, flex the toes right at the eye level. Navasana, boat pose. This is boat, this is high boat. So you can play with these postures. Navasana, extended Uttita Navasana. high boat. Okay? Now, low boat, quite fun. Here we go, take it low. If this is too much, drop one foot, flex your toes, and place your other heel on top of those toes. You'll build strength in time, don't you worry. Hold it, bring it back to high boat or regular boat. Here we go, up, nice. Take it back down, low. Good. One more time, bring it up. Our last low boat is coming, you can do it. Take it low and hold. Let's crisscross. Just a few of them. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Woo! I hope you felt that. I surely did. Let's bend the knees, so bring the feet together here. Soles of the feet together on the mat. If your hips are a little tight still, place some blocks underneath your knees to catch the thighs and the knees. And just breathe deeply into the belly. Now stay here. I'm going to come up, but please take a moment and just stay here for a moment. Let your body reset. You've worked hard. Let your arms and legs extend out on the floor so you're lying down. And give the arms and legs just a really nice stretch. Something that feels really lovely. And then gather up your 2 knees into the chest so you're hugging them. So on your back, you'll look like this. Rock the body side to side and eventually let your knees fall to one side so you come into a twist on your back. As you come into a twist, so if your knees are to your left, let your right arm open up. And if your knees are to the right, let your left arm open up. You'll get a really nice dynamic twist and stretch here. You deserve this. Now slowly bring the legs to center. Gather them up again. Rock side to side for just a moment and allow your knees to fall to your second side. Really honoring what you've done here today. You have focused on creating tapas, heat, accessing the energy of the third chakra, which is all about determination, will, moving through your tasks step by step so you can accomplish what you need to do. Let's bring the knees back to center. Give yourself a final hug. As you're lying here on your mat, let your arms and legs go. Let your whole body flop down. Let yourself be and breathe. Now you are welcome to stay here as long as you like, but I'll close our practice right here. Let's first take 3 breaths together. So take a nice full breath. Fill your body up with all of your goodness. Hold the breath at the top. Slowly exhale through the nose or the mouth, really letting go of any leftover tension, any stressors. Just let them go. Let's take another breath in through the nose. Fill all the way up. Exhale, release once more. And your final breath right here with this practice that we've done today, a little bit of core play. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. And as you do, remember, the challenges are just as important as those things we do with ease. May we celebrate our challenges and our triumphs. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing for you a beautiful day or night. Namaste.